Hi, and welcome back to Digital Storytelling as part of the Active Learning in the Business Classroom series. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create your first video. So, first things first, click on the Create button on the top right hand side of the screen. And you can see that you are given a range of styles to choose from. Okay, and some of these styles are pro versions only, okay? And that means that in order to use them, you need to have a pro account, which you have to pay for, and we're not going to do that. So we'll just close off that one. And I'm going to choose this one, and I know it's not a pro version because it gives me the option straight away to create the video. You can see in the background that there's a quick preview of the video. Don't worry about it too much. You can always change the style at a later stage. So I'm going to go ahead and click create the video. Just be careful when you are choosing your video. You'll see that there are some, I might just go back and show you that there are some seasonal themes, which can seem like a really good idea at the time. For instance, you know, that this is a nice one for Christmas time or for autumn or Halloween, but what I would say is they date your videos fairly quickly, okay? So if you try and pick one that is appropriate at all times of the year, okay? So I'm going to go for the one that says Animoto Original here. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some pictures, and these are pictures that I've already acquired earlier. I have found them and saved them into a folder, and I would recommend you try and keep your images in one particular folder, and that way it's easy to grab them and upload them at once. You can see that you can grab photos from Facebook or Instagram or Dropbox if you have them. There's also an image library within Animoto, and there's some really nice images in there, but none of them are particularly appropriate for the business context. So I'm going to go ahead and upload pictures from my computer. So I've got them saved on my desktop. Here they are in the Enterprise Video Images. And I'm just going to grab them all at once and upload them. And in they come all at once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group together, this is a video I'm going to create on the characteristics and skills of an entrepreneur. So I'm going to start moving around all the characteristics and put them close together. Now, you can see it's very easy to add a caption. So entrepreneurs, for example, need to be energetic. And here's a nice image to convey that. They also need to be decisive. And that's decision making, which is a skill. So I'm going to move that further down, but I'll just give it a caption at the moment. And of course, one of the most common characteristics to all entrepreneurs is that they are risk takers. So I'm going to move that up here. And because risk taker is so important, when I click on the options here, if I go ahead and select this star, that makes that image stay on the screen for longer. It's called a spotlight, okay? And you can tell that I've successfully put a spotlight on this image because it has turned yellow here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add in captions to the rest of my images now. What you might notice here as I'm typing is that this number is decreasing, and that's because you can only have a certain number of characters for the caption in Animoto, 50 characters, and so that forces the students to be succinct. and that's a skill. And determination, as we know, is a characteristic. Now, if I had some students who were very able students, what I might do is not bother giving these captions, and I might ask the students to guess what the captions stand for, or what the images, I should say, stand for. Okay, so that's us got them all. So the next thing I want to do is add in some text. So I'm going to add in the text at the beginning, and I'm going to call this video Enterprise. And you can see I can move around by just simply dragging and dropping. And I'm going to put in another piece of text that says an entrepreneur is someone who takes the risk and initiative to start their own business. And I'm just not going to have enough space for that, so I'm going to say start a business. So again, it forces the students to think about what it is they're trying to say here. And I'm going to put in another piece of text here, and I'm going to say characteristics of entrepreneurs. And just make sure that all my characteristics are in order here. So I've got risk taker, energetic, decisive, stress management is a skill, leadership is a characteristic, so is determination. Decisive is a characteristic, that's in the right place, so is adaptability. And now I'm going to put in skills of entrepreneurs. And just check that all my skills are here. And innovation is a characteristic, so I'm just going to move that up. And when I'm happy everything is in the right place, I am going to preview the video and see what it looks like. And at this stage I can give my video a title. Now it takes a few seconds depending on the length of your video and also depending on your broadband speed, but hopefully it shouldn't take any longer than 10 to 15 seconds. So here we are with the preview about to start. So this is fine, I'm happy enough with this, but there's just one thing I'd like to change. I feel the music is maybe a little bit slow for what I want to convey, so I am going to continue editing, and I can change the music here by clicking on the music icon, and you can see that you can choose music by genre, or you can go to the full music library, and I'm going to do that right now. And again, the songs or the music are categorized by genre here, and if I want something that's kind of upbeat, I can play a preview of it. And that seems fine, so I'm going to add this in here and go back to preview the video. And if I'm happy with how it looks, I can just go ahead and skip and produce. It is possible to put in a short description of the video here. It's optional to put in the date as well. I generally just keep with the title at this point. And then when you're happy enough, click produce. Okay, so that seems fine. And that's how quick and easy it is to create a video using Animoto. The longest part is trying to gather your images together, and as I said earlier, I'd recommend you would put them into a folder and save it somewhere on your desktop. Okay.